At Plastics Recycling Show Europe 2026 in Amsterdam, we spoke with Paolo Glerean from RecyClass about design for recycling, testing and certification schemes that help improve the circularity of plastic packaging. What is the main challenge for plastic recyclability in Europe today?
I would say that at the moment is probably the lack of standard, meaning that something that everyone can refer to. We do have some brand new SEN standards, and we do have other guidelines on the market, and there's a bit of confusion. Of course, the sooner the Commission will clear the rules with this delegated act in terms of what we'll be counting in terms of how to classify the ABC by 2030, the sooner the better, because then there will be a clearer rule in place. Then the question comes if that rule will be enough good to deliver the real target, which is not 2030, it's 2035 recyclability at scale. Because with such design for recycling, this should enable having 55% of recycled material coming from each category of packaging in terms of produced waste.
How does RecyClass help companies design packaging that is truly recyclable?
Well, RecyClass has a methodology which is scientific based and is with some methodologies specifically per polymer and per waste stream, which are replying on lab scale what is happening in a real recycling plant. And with such methodology, which has been peer reviewed, we can test innovation in order to check how this innovation will fit into the real recycling world. And in this case, of course, we can have a very strong proof and also give a good feedback to companies producing innovations in order to understand before putting the innovation on the market if this innovation fits with the current available at scale recycling technologies.
What should brand owners change first if they want to improve recyclability?
That's a good question. And first of all, they should understand that recyclability, and more than recyclability, the circularity, the circular use of plastics is a journey. Is not a ticking in the box, because also talking with several companies, it looks like they all are waiting for this delegated act to understand what they have to do to be compliant by 2030. But 2030 is just one step, it's not the journey. The journey is the circular use of plastics, and 2030 is just one step in this journey. So if they just look into the step, they will completely miss the journey. And this is the main concern, I would say.
How do you see the role of recycled content traceability in the coming years?
First of all, this should come from an obligation that is laid down in PPWR, but not in PPWR only. If you think about the end-of-life vehicles regulation, there will be also recycled content, mandatory recycled content target, and also as part of this mandatory recycled content from closed loop. So traceability will be key, and how to demonstrate traceability again will be extremely important to show compliance to this regulation. I see that this can come from robust certification schemes, and the Commission should let us know what kind of standard they will be used, and I hope they will not reinvent the wheel, since we already have good standards in place in Europe. And the next step I see in all this thing is the digitalization. So all certification, so certified companies, certified materials, and also transactions of certified materials should go into digital platforms and hopefully into some blockchain technologies that will make this data pretty robust and secure. And in this case also the control operations and reporting will be extremely easy and fast. And this I see as the landing point of this journey.